guys. Thank you guys for being here. Man, this is super cool for me because I am a big fan. So let me ask very generic, basic questions, Bear, if you're cool with that.
I love it.
Okay. Need to Breathe in all caps. Why?
Marketing. No, we thought it looked good at the beginning, and then we realized on all the festival posters that we looked bigger than everybody else, and so we kept it.
That is smart.
Right?
Yeah.
Once on a comedy record, Eddie and we did a record, and we called it The Critics Give It 5 Stars. That was the title of the record because we thought that people would see it and go, well, if the critics give it 5 stars, we should listen to it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's number one. Question number 2, why no spaces in Need to Breathe?
I actually don't know. I think it was just a thing. They look better on the T-shirt that way. And it was back in like emo time also because it was like, so at least we didn't do a different spelling or something.
Wait, were you
cheesy like that.
Yeah, need to breathe.
Yeah,
It
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
Were you ever emo? Did you?
No, not really. But people, when we just rock at that time, it was like My Chemical Romance and all that kind of. Everybody was like thought that's what you had to be. But no, I don't think we were.
Do you ever wear makeup to perform?
Once on accident. The first video we shot in L.A. we all like
Mistake.
Yeah, they literally brought this person in. It was like, you look great. It was like everybody does eyeliner. We're like, everybody. And then we got the video back, and we were like, oh no, like that's our parents are not gonna let us come home.
And by everybody, they meant just My Chemical Romance. Obviously.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
You guys put out the record, The Cave. So tell me, because I know it's a track, but why that? Why that? Caves.
Yeah. I think it's the way the record felt to us. We went away both times in the studio where we kind of just like disappeared for a while. And I feel like that's what we're trying to do with songs. We're trying to go through things that maybe people want to move on from. And so we spend a little bit of time. That year is always gaining like 20 pounds when I'm trying to write a record because of that. It feels like you're just very insular and spending time with the subconscious things and all that. And then when you come out of it, it's very freeing. It feels like, okay, we've dealt with all that. We can move on now. And that's a lot what I feel like the record feels like to me, a little celebration of that moment.
The record, again, called Caves. And if I'm correct here, you wrote it or maybe recorded it in 2 parts. Like you went to Utah and did some, and then you were out with One Republic for a while as well. Does it sound different? Does it feel different when you hear it back based on where you were in your life, either all together in Utah or on the road?
I think it does in the sense like, we've been a band for a long time, obviously. It's been over 20 years. At the beginning, you're in a van, and we were around each other all the time, 24/7, and you're having all these conversations that we don't get to have as much anymore, it feels like, now that everybody has their own lives and lives different places. So I feel like it's really important for us to get in that room and just kind of do life together a little bit, you know what I mean? Figure out what kind of record we want to make and all that. So the record feels very intentional. I don't know if we were as much as we thought we would be, but listening back, that's a feeling I get, a very thankful feeling that we still get to do this, and that's actually how we feel.
When you perform, you go pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's a whole sweaty.
Yeah,
it's like a game. It reminds me of what I would hear about Angus from AC/DC. He would go and perform a whole show, and he'd lose like 10 pounds every show because he was just going so hard. Do you feel like at the end of it, you need like a banana? Like after a marathon?
A little bit,
yeah.
Yeah, it's not good unless you sweat into your boots. Mm-hmm. But some of that's from the football days too. It's just like the feeling of like losing yourself in it. I feel like the 2 hours go by incredibly quick for me, especially on good nights. You know what I mean? It's just like you blink and then it's over and you're drenched, and it just feels like you gave yourself to it.
Judah's here from Judah and the Lion. Judah, it's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too.
So, how do you know these guys? How'd this come together?
Well, these guys were heroes of mine growing up. Big.
Then he got to know you, Yeah.
Now turned into brothers, friends. We're going on tour together this fall, starting next month. So it's all really exciting for me.
It's two very intense bands, vocalists, sounds, like in the best way. Because like Judah, you go hard too. Like we play at the house and it's take it all back, take it all. Like that's the jam. Like when you finish, I assume you're pretty wore out too, right? Because you go hard, you take it seriously.
Yeah, I relate to the sweat for sure.
And so when you do a song together, Bear, do you go, all right, we got the song, we think you'd be great on it, or do you write it with someone in mind?
Luckily, I mean, this time we both were talking about doing one, and he sent me an idea at first, and he told me the story. I don't want to steal the story really, but he told me that they saw us, or he saw us when he was in college at Belmont, here in Nashville, and like went back and was like, I want to make a band, and I didn't know that. I've known him for a long time. I didn't know that part of it, and so he sent this thing about Dreams Come True was the name of the title, and it was really about them going on tour with us, and we sort of messed with that a little bit, like maybe we can write that kind of thing. Then it felt weird for us to be saying that in a song, so it's like, you know what I mean? So then it became like, what if this was about our fan bases and the careers that we've gotten to have, and because we have similar fans in that way, that just like from the first song all the way to the end, they're singing every word, and it feel very lucky for that. So. Yeah, he started it, and then we just worked. We sent a bunch of ideas back and forth before we landed on the final music thing.
So Judah, these guys were so good. You were so inspired that you saw them perform and you thought, man, I need to do this with some folks.
Yeah, and I was kind of like freshman year at Belmont, just kind of, going to school for songwriting and music, also playing baseball. And I was kind of at that point for me, it was like where I was choosing between baseball and music, and not that I was like that good at baseball, but at the time I thought that I might, go for it. And I saw them on their Outsiders tour, and yeah, just like the influence that they've had on us is just like we had kind of started dabbling in like with playing the music with mandolin and banjo, and to see how upfront that was with this like Southern rock sound, and me being kind of a Middle Tennessee boy, I just kind of like really related to the message and just the attitude behind it. And yeah, so it was like so influential, like with our kind of first writing days and kind of branching out and being able to, I guess, really believe in ourselves in that way.
And what's cool, what I'm proud of, they'd never met till today. I had them meet right in the studio on the stage. It's really exciting for me to bring them together. Yes. Okay, let me say this. If you like that, the tour, tickets are on sale now. They went on sale Friday, which was the 22nd. But Judah and the Lion, the Caves World Tour, I guess the new dates went on sale with this. So you guys go to the freaking concert. Holy crap. Are you guys that good in concert?
It'll be better.
Oh.
It'll be better, yeah.
There's no way I don't believe it.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That was really
Yeah.
good,
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
NEEDTOBREATH.com with Judah and the Lion. The new dates just went on sale, but there are dates. I mean, you guys are doing a lot of shows. Judah's got to go to the airport. You got to go.
Very important person.
Yes.
He's got to get to his jet.
He was like, you need to get me out of here immediately.
Yeah.
He's got a Pilates class in New York.
Hey, we get it, man. You got places to go, people to see. You got to go find the Lion.
Go to the Michael Jackson.
We have Judah and I just realized, I think we have matching rings on. Do you have the star ring in silver?
Yes.
Okay.
Very nice.
Wow.
What time's your flight there? You okay?
Oh yeah, I'll be
Good.
fine.
It's a hot yoga session on the jet.
Got
Just
it.
can't miss.
Got it. Okay. He
very
wants
private
catering to be
jet.
warm on the plane, so we got to get him out of here. So Need to Breathe will stay in studio. Judah will go. Limo ready outside, guys? Warm?
It's been waiting.
Okay, just making sure. NEEDTOBREATH.com with Judah and the Lion and all these shows. You guys go see them live. Hey, Bear, let me ask you a question about your performances on stage. When did you feel comfortable like dancing's a weird thing for a front man to do.
Yeah.
And not that you're doing routines, but you got to like feel the music. Like, what is your dance style?
Oh, I was really into Milli Vanilli when I was a kid.
Yeah. But it's like, you got to really feel
No, yeah, it's weird. I mean, because early on we were a very like strict rock and roll band. Like you play guitar on every song, you don't leave the microphone, you don't talk a lot, and then you just realize you get bigger rooms, you can't really relate to people if you don't do it. We went out with Taylor Swift, 12 years ago or something like that, and did all these arenas and stadiums, and that was probably the first time where we would look back at the video that they shot, and it'd just be like her face. It's like, wow, we're pretty intense and boring to watch in that way. So we had to develop that thing, because really you're just trying to get the music across and have a relationship with the audience and make it feel like it's a push and pull, and so that's where it comes from. And I've just gotten less, I don't know, self-awareness or maybe more I don't know what it is. Just like it's just really fun.
And you'll like you'll kind of just go with the music now more than I think ever before. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no doubt. And it just the biggest thing obvious is like whatever, if you're having fun, the audience is. And the more I see people, I saw Pearl Jam not that long ago, and I was like, it's incredible. The audience is totally into it. There's hardly any production. It's not a bunch of lights and all that. It's just the band likes playing their music, and everybody likes hearing it. And that seems simple, but it's what we're going for.
When you start a show, do you guys do everybody put your hands in 1, 2, 3,
We
like a
do.
champion? What do you
Yeah.
guys say?
We say Joy Boys.
Do you really say that? I
We
don't know.
really
I don't know
do.
what to do.
We really do.
I'm
We
confused
had
on
a
my
joke- yeah, we
reaction
had a-
there.
Is that a joke? Is
You
that,
know, I don't know, so I'll just
It
freeze
used
them
to
out and
be
stare at
really,
them.
It used to be very violent. It was like, kick their butts in the face or something like that. And then it got to be where like, well, let's
say
just have a
butts.
reminder of like, I had this dream literally and I woke up and I thought I was brilliant when I woke up. And I told the band, I was like, this will be really inspiring. We'll put our hands in, we'll say Joy Boys. And they all laughed. And now we do it just to make us laugh and like, just remember that we get to do this. It's not something you get to, you can earn.
So if I would have laughed, then you would have been cool.
Yep.
But
very
because I
happy.
was scared to laugh
I like
and
how
didn't.
I like how you played
Now
it,
we're gonna
but-
Very
change it,
diplomatic.
probably.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll do sometimes, what I'll do too is if I'm interviewing somebody and not you guys because you guys are nice and personable, but especially if I want something, I'll just stare and be quiet, and I'm okay with uncomfortable, and people will then feel like they need to talk. So when he said Joy Boys, as you saw my face, I did nothing. I just
Yeah,
stared at him.
just
I was
like,
like, I'm
okay.
gonna let him give me my next move. So the new record. Caves. So how much of this new stuff are you playing on the road? Do you switch it up? Are you playing some news?
Yeah.
Some nights, some
There's
new different
probably
nights?
probably 7 or 8 of the new ones, and then we have a place in the show where we can play a different song every night. On the acoustic set, it's easier. So we'll end up playing all the songs from the record over the tour, but we always do that. I mean, our fans want to hear the new stuff. They've seen us a bunch of times. We're not like the don't play the hits band either, though. We love doing that. So it's a lot of. I mean, it's tough. It's 9 albums, and you're doing a 2-hour set, so it's like 30 some songs maybe. And it starts with like 80 on the list, and you got to get it down to 30. So it's difficult, but probably, I don't know, 6 or 7.
Do you have different set lists that are already complete though? We're gonna do this set list tonight, then let's go to set list B, or do you just switch it out one at a time?
We try to keep it in blocks, if that makes, this is nerdy, but 4 or 5 song blocks that go together because the flow of them, keys, the way so we probably flip out the blocks or move them around like that, like little pieces.
It's like Legos.
Yeah.
It's a very Joy Boy
yeah.
thing to do, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. That's extremely Joy Boy about you guys, and I like that. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, Joy Boy.
Yeah.
So let me say this: Caves, the album is out, just came out. They're on tour with Judah and the Lion. You guys can go to NEEDTOBREATH.com. I would tell everybody they're so good live, but I feel like we're cool on that.
You heard that.
Yeah, we're cool. I mean, they just heard that. But man, let me tell you, that is something else. I become a bit jaded doing this because I have really, it's the land of giants. The city is the land of giants.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, you meet the big Jolly Green. That's you guys today. Holy moly. I hope people go watch you guys live, check out the new record, and I don't know. Anything you want to say?
I don't know. It's really powerful. I feel like if you go to one of the shows, it'd probably be such a release for so many people. I mean, like you said in the blocks, I assume like the highs and the lows. Like
Yeah.
I could picture myself literally.
But was that a high or a low? Like I felt
Right.
both.
I felt both too. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I would leave a show and be very therapeutic, but like fun. Therapeutic.
Yeah.
Like, fun, memorable, therapeutic. But also, okay, on your bicep, are those
Yes.
jorts?
These are jean shorts. Yes, they are.
Okay.
Jorts.
They're back in style now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had a therapy session where a guy was like went through this thing. He was like going back to old memories, some bad ones at first, but then it was a good one. He was like, "What was the best memory you can remember?" I'm like, 8 years old. He's like, "What are you wearing in there?" I'm like, "Jean shorts, no shirt." And as soon as I said that out loud, I was like, "I'm getting a jean shorts tattoo." And so yeah,
Hey, Lunchbox, how fast do you think Barry could run the 40 back in the day?
Sizing him up right
he's
now.
looking at me. Yeah,
Yeah, he's not very tall, so I don't know.
He's easily 6 foot.
6 feet even.
Yeah.
Well, sitting on a chair, he doesn't look very tall.
Okay, fair.
Because that guy next
Bad
to him is really
posture.
tall.
Or it's a short torso.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like
What do you think?
Oh, there you go.
I'd give him a 6 seconds.
A 640.
Yeah, like a 5'6", 6
Oh, a
sec-
5'6".
yeah.
Got it. Bear, at your fastest, what could you run a 40?
4.38.
So he played wide receiver. I mean, he was
Dude, what?
legit wide receiver in college, like setting records and stuff.
South Carolina Player of the Year.
Where'd you play college at?
Played at Furman. The one to
Dang.
play school. Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to apologize?
No, I don't want to apologize for anything.
Okay, I like it. All right, there we have it.
Who does?
Yeah,
Exactly.
like what?
NEEDTOBREATH.com. The record is Caves. Guys, thank you so much for giving us some of your time and some of your music. That was really fantastic. All right, there they are. Need to Breathe, everybody. Nice job, guys.
you.
It's about